I'm Lynda Pollock, and this is my husband, Bob. I'm a Gwinnett County Master Gardener, and we're members of the Georgia Native Plant Society. And we have been gardening on this property since '99. The big change began in 2008 when there was a huge drought, and the only thing that you could plant, that you could water, were food crops. So Bob got out his big tiller and...
I'm a master gardener's assistant. I got the big tiller, ripped out 100 feet of grass along the driveway. We put in blueberries. Everybody loved it. We get beauty every season, plus 80 pounds of blueberries, and plus the birds get more. Then we started in the other side, usual triangle around the mailbox, also coming up from the front. Finally, a few years ago, got the big tiller out again. We ripped up all the grass. The soil was bad, a few bags of soil cube, and then the master gardener took over with her perennial plants, and we love it. So do the bees and the birds.
As we finished up in the front yard creating native plant habitat and plants for birds and insects, we began getting certifications such as National Wildlife Federation and Xerces Society, which supports arthropods. And we're on the map for Homegrown National Park, Doug Talamay's program. And as we looked for more places to put more plants, we began moving into the backyard. As we moved into the backyard, the first thing we had to do was start taking out invasives such as privet and English ivy and honeysuckle. My sons were super at helping to cut the trees down. I mean, they were tree size, painted the stumps, and then in 2020 we began clearing this way, or behind us.
The pandemic project.
Yeah.
Lots of hard manual work. And it was all initial. I mean, since then we can sit back and enjoy it. And when we cleared back here, now it wasn't the Georgia red clay of the front yard.
Right.
But once you dug down a little bit, it still
There was
wasn't
still
very good.
a lot of clay.
So again, soil cube saved us back here in the beds.
Yeah, we mulch the paths, which keeps the weeds down, but in the beds you want to have ground covers like geranium and cinquefoil and sedges, and so those are things that we've been purchasing, but we're also going to, we're learning to start from seed and add to our collection. But what you see behind us, that was all privet and English ivy and honeysuckle in the beginning of 2020, and so this really is a very young garden. Most of the plants went in 2021. We've planted trees, we've planted shrubs, anything that supports wildlife, supports insects.
Right.
And as you say, the only fertilizing I do is with soil cube, and pretty much each fall we take a bag and we just kind of go around under all the shrubs and throw down a new layer, and then the leaves fall on top of that, so everything's breaking down and creating a rich humus that allows things to spread and seed in and be very, very happy. That's the easiest thing for us because that feeds the soil, the plants, feeds the mycorrhizal populations and the soil insects and all of that kind of stuff. And it just makes it a healthy environment for everything to grow. And that's why the birds are here. Like I said, we've had like 67 varieties of birds that we've actually identified. And it's just a joy to sit out here and listen to creatures going about their lives.
I would add the blueberries down the driveway. I've had nothing but soil cube for top dressing for years. And one of the things it's done for me, it's cured me of my lifelong passion for peat moss. And I put that around the blueberries because I thought it was acidic. My master gardener convinced me it's not really changing it that much. The soil's acidic enough, and we've had better crops since we top dressed with the soil cube.
And we just cover the compost, the soil cube compost, with oak leaves and pine straw. Not that they're going to change the soil chemistry that much either, but it helps to kind of hold everything in place. But because we do it every fall, they're well fed, and that breaks down over the year, and you don't have to go out and put chemical fertilizers on anything. It just takes care of everything. Yeah, 80 pounds of blueberries doesn't lie.